Hello everyone, Kenneth Copeland, once a prominent preacher of prosperity, is now facing serious legal troubles that threaten to undermine his lavish lifestyle. After years of evading scrutiny and living extravagantly, he has received a final judgment that suggests he can no longer escape the consequences of his actions. Initially aspiring to be a famous singer in the 1950s, Copeland's journey took a different turn as he became known for his powerful preaching. However, the pressure of his financial dealings has now come to a head, revealing the precarious nature of wealth and the challenges that accompany it. Kenneth Copeland Ministries, KCM, founded in the early 1970s, evolved into a significant religious and financial empire, promoting the idea that financial contributions to the ministry would yield personal rewards from God. Copeland's message resonated widely, leading to immense wealth and influence as he leveraged television, book sales, and large events to reach a global audience. His approach combined preaching with business acumen, encouraging followers to believe that donating to KCM was the solution to their financial struggles, rather than traditional methods like budgeting or saving. This strategy not only filled stadiums for live events, but also solidified Copeland's status as one of the wealthiest preachers in history. Kenneth Copeland's ministry exemplifies the prosperity gospel, promoting the belief that faith can lead to wealth and success. He claimed that God instructed him to enhance his lifestyle, which included purchasing an entire airport for his private planes, all in the name of spreading the gospel. This message resonated with millions of followers who were encouraged to give generously, believing that their financial contributions would result in divine blessings. However, this lavish lifestyle raised concerns among some followers, who struggled with the notion that their faith and financial sacrifices were not yielding the promised rewards. Ultimately, the prosperity gospel intertwines faith with financial gain, creating a complex dynamic between spiritual belief and material wealth. Many individuals, despite growing doubts, continued to give generously, fearing they might miss out on a potential financial breakthrough. This led some to exhaust their savings, max out credit cards, or even borrow money, believing their faith would eventually reward them. Meanwhile, Copeland capitalized on this mindset, establishing a lucrative empire through TV shows, books, and donation hotlines, promoting a consistent message of giving in order to receive. His ability to silence criticism further entrenched his followers' beliefs, as dissent was framed as an attack on divine work, instilling a fear of disobedience that kept many from voicing their concerns. The government sought transparency regarding Kenneth Copeland's ministry, particularly concerning its financial records and adherence to tax regulations. However, due to a legal loophole that exempts religious organizations from public financial disclosure, Copeland was not obligated to provide the requested information. He resisted the investigation, portraying it as an attack on his faith, which garnered support from his followers who believed he was being persecuted for his religious teachings. This situation highlighted the challenges in holding religious leaders accountable for their financial practices. Despite facing criminal charges, Copeland evaded accountability due to a lack of evidence and refusal to disclose his finances. As former followers and employees began to speak out, they revealed a troubling culture within the ministry characterized by fear and control, where questioning financial practices could lead to termination. Many expressed concern over the disparity between Copeland's wealth and the struggles of his supporters, highlighting extravagant expenditures on luxury items and travel instead of charitable work. This growing discontent ultimately eroded the faith of his once loyal followers, painting a grim picture of the ministry's operations and priorities. Kenneth Copeland, a prominent televangelist, sparked outrage after claiming he avoids commercial flights due to the presence of demons among passengers. In a video that went viral, he defended his preference for private jets, stating that the stress of commercial travel would hinder his ability to teach effectively and connect with God. This explanation drew criticism, particularly from those who found it hypocritical for a religious leader to distance himself from ordinary people. The situation escalated when it was revealed that Copeland's ministry had purchased a $20 million Gulfstream F jet in cash, raising further questions about the financial practices of his organization and the use of donations from followers. Copeland exploited the fear and desperation of his followers by claiming he could eliminate COVID-19 through divine intervention. While he had access to the best medical care, he preached against the need for medicine, urging his followers to rely solely on faith. In a controversial broadcast, he dramatically declared the virus was gone, leading his audience to cheer in belief, despite the ongoing reality of the pandemic and continued loss of life. When some of his followers fell ill, he attributed their sickness to a lack of true belief, further tightening his control over them through fear and manipulation. A dramatic tale unfolds around a charismatic figure who promises miraculous transformations in exchange for large donations. As stories circulate of a sick person being healed, a struggling businessman finding wealth, and a broken family reuniting, the underlying message becomes clear. Generous giving is rewarded by divine intervention. However, there's a catch. If miracles don't occur, the blame shifts to the believers, suggesting they didn't give or pray enough. This cycle perpetuates as followers deplete their resources, hoping for their own miracles, while the leader continues to profit. Despite growing skepticism and voices of former believers exposing the truth, many remain ensnared by the allure of promised miracles, illustrating the powerful grip of faith and deception. As the promised miracles failed to materialize for his followers, they began to question the integrity of Copeland's ministry, especially as his life improved while theirs deteriorated. The situation escalated when shocking reports emerged detailing the misuse of donations, undisclosed assets, and secret financial dealings, revealing a troubling pattern of deception and manipulation that resembled fraud. Investigative journalists uncovered a web of questionable financial transactions and hidden accounts, prompting government scrutiny and increasing pressure on Copeland, who attempted to deflect the growing criticism with humor and narrative manipulation. A charismatic leader, claiming persecution from the devil and the media, initially garnered support and financial backing from his followers. However, after years of scrutiny, authorities acted decisively, revealing extensive evidence of financial misconduct and manipulation. As the courtroom filled with spectators, prosecutors presented a compelling case, supported by testimonies from former insiders, highlighting the exploitation of vulnerable families who had sacrificed their last resources in support of the leader. This time, the overwhelming evidence left little room for escape, marking a significant turning point in the leader's saga. Thanks for watching.